Ben here again from Ben Preston Hot Toys Reviews, and as you can see, the figure review we're doing today is the Man of Steel Superman 12-inch figure from Hot Toys. So as you can see, here is the main box that the figure comes in. Of course, the big Superman logo here, or the House of L logo. Man of Steel across the top with that same House of L here. This is Superman, the name of the figure of course. 1/6 scale collectible figure, collector's edition, MMS 200. This is the 200th figure from the Movie Masterpiece series, which comes with a celebration gift, but we'll get to that later. Bottom it says Hot Toys, Movie Masterpiece, and DC Comics. On the side, it's just that same picture, like, it's kind of like the Arctic, I don't know, it's a scene from the film, anyway, and they've taken that and put it on the box, and then when you spin it around, that same picture carries on. Now, you won't be able to see it here very well, but if I kind of wave it around a bit, get the light on it a bit, you can see there is a kind of Superman logo just there that kind of shows up. On the other side, same thing. And then on the back, it just says all the warning, choking hazard, small parts, not for children under 3 years old. Adult collectible, not a toy. So, as you can see, all the writing here. I like how they put that, adult collectible, not a toy, because some people mistake them for toys. They are not toys, they're not sad, they're actually really good to collect, and they're a great investment. So yeah, you get all the credits on the back here, barcode and everything. Then on the top, it just says Man of Steel. Then on the bottom, Man of Steel, and it's the kind of blue part of Superman's suit design embossed onto him. So now we're going to actually crack inside the box and show you the actual figure. So as you can see here guys, this is the box. You've seen that already. Now you open this little magnetic tab at the side, and then you just bring it round, kind of like a booklet. It says on the inside, Hot Toys presents Movie Masterpiece series, cast and crew, goes for everyone who designed the figure. Then it has that same kind of like suit design there, wrapped around. And here is the actual figure in the, it's kind of like in a translucent plastic window. So I'll close the box up, and then I'm trying to do this with one hand, so I apologise. It's a bit shaky. Lift up these flaps, and then pull out plastic box with it. Push that off to one side. Okay. So you will see this clear plastic, and it has this sort of sticker on the side just telling you, please read the instructions before actually assembling the figure. It says here, MMS 200 special celebration gift, Kryptonian command key, 1/1 scale, so this is life size. And here's the figure. So I don't really want to be shaking it around very much like I am now with one hand. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stop it now and then show you the rest. Okay guys, so here we have the figure in its case. We have fisted hands on the actual figure itself. The 1/1 scale Kryptonian command key. There's also a 1/6 scale Kryptonian command key, but I'll get around to that in a moment. There's kind of like flying hands, just straight hands, or I guess you could do a salute with that, but I don't know why you'd want to, but it's just out there. Kind of like relaxed palm hands just here, and then kind of grasping hands, if you like, for when he's struggling to fly in one of the scenes. This suit is amazingly detailed, but once again I'll get around to that just in a moment. So now I'm just going to try and just lift out the box underneath if I can. No, I can't do this with one hand, so I'm just going to stop it again, sorry guys. So just quickly guys, when you take off that top layer box, you get this black kind of clamshell. You get a dynamic flight pole there, a C-clip, a screw on the C-clip onto that, and then the figure's stand. So now I'm just going to show you the figure out of its packaging. So here we go guys, I've got the flash on so you can see it a bit better, not that kind of flash. Not the superhero, the light. So I've got him in a kind of cool pose here on his flight stand. So as you can see, he has actually off the stand flying, which is pretty cool. Just a quick pose. And then obviously here's the figure stand. That's my hand on the figure stand. As you can see, it's a huge, massive Superman logo. It's kind of in your face. Then you got his extra accessories, so you've got his hands that I've already been through. This is the 1/6 scale Kryptonian command key. I'll show you up close. Great detail on this. That's the celebration gift, as this is MMS 200. Sorry. Then you get this 1/6 scale. I'll try and get this Kryptonian command key. Yeah, it won't really focus that well. But yeah, you can see lots of great detail on this, I've got to be honest. But I can't see a time when and I haven't, it's not actually left the box until now. I'm never going to use that 1/6 scale Kryptonian command key, because there's a point to it. You can't actually fit it in any of the hands at all, unless you kind of have him just holding it in his hand on his palm. But you can't actually hold it like he did in any points in the film, which I think is a bit stupid. So I think it's a bit of a worthless accessory. It's just kind of to bump the price up. So I know that you can actually still get this figure now at Forbidden Planet. I think it's around £150. I think that's what I paid for it. I'm not sure. I'd say it's worth it. This was actually my first Hot Toys. So yeah, I really, really love it. And I love the film. And I just love the character Superman. But I thought it was just a perfect figure, and the camera doesn't really do it justice, but I mean, it's great. Now I'm going to move on to articulation. Okay, so here we're going to move on to articulation, but first I do want to mention something. When this is something that I just forgot when I was going through the box. The cape actually goes through a lower layer of the box, so it's kind of cut off like there. You don't have to install it, but it is actually on the suit, but it kind of cuts off about there and goes through into another layer of the box to obviously protect it. So you kind of have to be careful when pulling it through, pulling the figure out as it goes through a tiny slot. Anyway, moving on to articulation. Start with the head. So first of all, can I just say that this is an amazing likeness to Henry Cavill, whatever, who plays Superman, of course. His head can pivot forward, backward, 360 degrees if you really want to. He can tilt his head left and right. He's got some good articulation in the head, I think. Yeah, he can kind of look up and you just kind of burn it. Yeah, it looks okay. But moving on to the arms. His arms can lift up like this. They kind of do come down a bit though, but what you've got to watch out for, and I will keep saying this throughout articulation, the costume is very tender. Well, it seems that way anyway. But it is very tender, but I haven't had any problems with it yet, and I'd put him in some extreme poses. So yeah, when you kind of lift it up, it just kind of pushes it back down. He's got a bicep rotation, just here. And you can lift his arm right up there, which I think is really cool. Yeah. And you can also rotate his wrists like that, and then just rotate the entire arm. Same on the other arm, of course. And then his ab crunch is really strong, but obviously it kind of creases the suit there, and you really want to be careful with it. You can kind of tilt back as well, kind of. So just get it straight again. And then you can also lift up his leg about that much, but it's not that much, but I don't see why you want to do that anyway. I think that is pretty perfect, to be honest, but you know, that's just me. Yeah, so his leg can kind of lift up, but you want to be careful obviously because the suit creases and you don't want to damage the suit. Can rotate his legs just like that, and then the same here as well. The ankles, left and right, up and down, like that. So personally, because the boots carry on from there, from his knee, right down obviously to his toes, I think it's really good that you get some great motion out of these feet. Then obviously his legs can just bend up like that, which is really great. But obviously the suit, again, kind of, you know, you want to be careful because it gets creased and it's quite frightening. Yeah, so you can get some really good articulation out of this. And what I do find about this, and I said this about my Iron Man figure as well, is it's really easy to pose. So you know, I can have him like I was before, like the pose was before we started articulation. So tilt his head, and then have his other arm up there, and sort of just tilt his body, and to add to it, bring his leg up like he's in a kind of just straight flying pose, and then turn his other foot down. So it's just a easy pose, just in about, I'd probably say about 30 seconds. So yeah, so that's it for articulation. Now we're going to move on to my final verdict about the figure. Okay, so that's all I've got to say about this figure, guys. It's a great figure. It was my first Hot Toys figure. Just got him in a nice pose for you there. Looking gorgeous, as always. So yeah, it's a really easily posed figure. I think for £150 you are getting an absolute bargain off this, and it's my favourite Hot Toys figure that I own, I've got to be honest. Mainly because it was my first, and also because it still amazes me to this day. So yeah, really nice figure, really nice base actually. I really love the stand that it comes with, and basically it's Superman, so what do you expect? So thanks for watching this review, guys. Check out this figure. If you want it, buy it. If not, don't buy it, simple as. But I hope this video has helped your verdict on the figure. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe and comment, and I'll catch you in the next video. See ya.